Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Talking Through the Media, your home for entertainment news by fans, for fans. I am your host, the ever so late, again, Chris Fagan, and joining me, as always, per usual, on a Wednesday, the one and the only, Sarah Katherine, the Red. How you doing?
Hello.
Oh man, how's the week going so far? Is it going good? Is it mediocre?
I still exist, so I guess that's good. Hasn't killed me yet. So.
Another week of existence. Well, that's always good. Well, as you guys can see, there's a little bit of let me fix that. Sorry about that. There's a little bit of a change. You can see I put put it in the box right there on full display already, just to remind myself to get it out of the way, to remind you guys that the show is weekly, as you guys know. So if you don't have time to join us on YouTube or on Twitch or on Facebook, and coming soon to Roku, so be on the lookout for that. You might want to check us out on the podcast. So check us out on Spotify or your favorite podcast of choice. Actually, go to Google and Google podcasts, and I discovered that if you any streaming service or any podcast that you might already be on, Google probably already has it set up. So yeah, Google that, and it's actually, I like it. It's cleaner. I got every podcast that I'm following on different thing like iTunes, and I have one on SoundCloud. It's right there on Google. So just, Google. Yeah, thank you, Google, for being our corporate overlords once again and just consolidating everything to one location as always.
Yay!
Yay, YouTube. But guys, we got a couple of topics that we're going to run through. So if you're on the live chat, remember to put it in the box and let us know what you guys think. And let's always keep talking. I'm going to be checking the live chat just in case if you guys hadn't escaped already. Like 10 minutes delay, I'm out of here. But when you're in the live chat, I'll put it in the on the side. It'll either take over where Sarah is, or if Sarah's talking, it'll take over where I'm at. It'll jump back and forth. I won't be selfish and try to hog the spot like I'm really known for doing it. But without further ado, guys, let me get into the main topics of the week. And as you can see right there, Spider-Man No Way Home trailer 2. Everybody was anticipating it. They were all freaking out about it. Oh, what's going to happen? Are we going to see Andrew Garfield? Are we going to see Tobey Maguire? Is Tobey Maguire going to be what I believe he should be, Uncle Ben? Is it going to happen? So the question is, though, did you see it?
No.
And that's the end of the show, guys. I guess I'm the only one who checks the numbers.
But I might watch it as soon as when it comes out on Disney Plus, because Doctor Strange is in it and it goes into multiverse. It's supposed to kind of set you up for the madness that's coming out later. So, and we're going to be kind of starved for Marvel movies for a little while. So. Get them while you can.
I was geeking out like everybody else. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram looking for everybody's conspiracy theories. Some were good, some were bad. And we're going to talk about a few of them before we move on. But I'm not going to spend all day on it, even though this is the main thing. But if you're in the live chat and you want to say something about it, if you have a theory, question, comment, concern, you want to throw in, put it in the box, and we'll keep talking about it. Because as you can see, it's right there on the side. So just keep throwing those out there. But I do want to say real quick that for the first time ever, I'm real proud about this. Our main topic of the week is brought to you by The Geek Show, guys. Okay, we have our first sponsor. So The Geek Show. The Geek Show is a geek channel with multiple geek shows a week, from live stream to podcast. Find them on social media at The Geek Show on Instagram and TikTok, with live stream shows at volume.com/The Geek Show and Twitch.com. Yeah.
It's a big time.
And
you made it.
And podcasts on multiple platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. What the hell? I'm not on all of those things. They say our show includes comic talk, movie reviews, and after shows coming soon for Hawkeye and Book of Boba Fett. Well, it was in there. So if it's in the read, I'm going to read it. So guys, our topic of Spider-Man No Way Home trailer 2 is brought to you by The Geek Show. So let's get into it. There's a couple of things that people are talking about with speculations, rumors, and comments. And I just wanted to talk about them real quick. So the Spider-Man trailer. Number one, Doc Ock. Is he a good guy or bad? Because you saw the original Spider-Man movie, right?
Yeah, he was not a good guy.
He was in the Spider-Man 2. He wasn't a good guy, but by the end of the movie, he got control and he died doing the right thing. And they say that this will pluck every villain from the point before they died and bring them into Tom Holland. Bring him to Tom Holland. So he was technically good right at the end.
Now, just because you have one redeemable moment doesn't mean that you're good.
Right.
Like, if a murderer goes into a house, kills everybody except for the baby, is he good? No.
But his inhibitor chip was what was driving him insane. And he started to gain control of it. My theory about it is this, that since his inhibitor chip was still broken and he struggled to gain his sense of self again before, dying and sacrificing himself, and that's where he gets plucked from. I feel like when he comes in the trailer, he sees Spider-Man, he goes, "Hey, Peter," because that's what he said. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Because he likes him now. But when Tom Holland takes off the mask and he's like, "You're not Peter Parker," that's when the inhibitor chip goes, "Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him," and they start fighting.
I have a question. Like, who's plucking them from the moment before their death? Because ultimately, opening up the multiverse, doesn't do that. So something else has to do that.
No, I think the spell did it. The spell was is doing a complicated
thing. Why would Doctor Strange?
No. The spell is meant to make everybody forget that he was Peter Parker, but Peter kept interrupting it, and then the spell did something. It just changed and did something different into the multiverse. It just turned into a whole different thing, and that's why I was asking. Like, since it was directed towards a Peter Parker situation, and Peter Parker interfered with it, it turned into a different Peter Parker situation. It's kind of how I take it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
that doesn't.
It's complicated. Yeah. Your information from your references are flawed.
I'll find it and I'll send it to you and you can do.
Oh, no need. I'm correct. But also not in the trailer. No Venom, no Michael Morbius at all.
Oh,
but so at the end of, and I know you don't care about Venom either, but we did see that there is that Venom is being pulled into the MCU temporarily, at least. And that we know that the Morbius movie with Jared Leto is in the MCU. So, but they were not mentioned or in the trailer at all. But I predict that Venom, I'm 50-50, may make an appearance. What do you think? No Tobey Maguire, but will Venom be in there? What do you think? I
think he'll pop in, at least for a minute. I mean, he's one of the bigger enemies for Spider-Man, the more fun ones. But I mean, with the Sony handover for Spider-Man and Venom is already there, I mean, it makes sense for them to cameo in and kind of
establish that,
add to that drama for when it goes over. Because I mean, who's going to be Spider-Man's main villain once they go to Sony? Probably Venom. Like, who else? Who else do they have?
Well, if the trailer is any indication with what's his name? The Green Goblin. What's the actor's name? I had
William Dafoe.
William Dafoe. And who was giving me all the feels, monologuing in the background of the trailer, going back to his epic quote from the first Spider-Man movie about choice, about a hero always having to face that choice, like something like save the woman you love or suffer the innocent children. He kind of talked about something like that again, like well, here we go again, Peter. You got choices to make, so that's William Dafoe. And Bane from The Dark Knight are the two villains I quote more than anybody, probably more than I even quote Darth Vader. The villain that I quote the most is Willem Dafoe. And it's the lines that people don't really talk about that much. It's the one, my favorite Willem Dafoe line from Spider-Man is the one where he kind of sounded really sketchy towards MJ, where he's like, "I was going to kill her quick, but now that you've really pissed me off, I'm going to do her nice and slow." Listening to that line now, that sounded bad, right? But it's one of my favorite lines. I don't know why, but it makes him sound very sus. But let me move on before I make people question my integrity. Also, it seemed like there were two different Green Goblins in this trailer. There was obviously we saw Willem Dafoe, but there was another Goblin scene where it didn't look like him at all. I don't know if it was a totally different Goblin or if it was maybe Willem Dafoe's son from the original Spider-Man movies.
Did you see that you had two comments that you haven't talked about?
Yeah, I'm gonna get into it. Let's see what's going on here. So, real quick from the comment section, let me see if I can. There we go. Yeah, you said what? That's you. Yay, Braves. And
I've been waiting for you to see that.
And we got a hello, guys. I know. So you've just been setting me up for a for another callback to the cheating Braves.
No, they won the World Series, Venezuela.
Yeah, right. The jury's still out. There we go. There you go. And then Jerome says, "Hey guys, hey, how you doing, Jerome? I appreciate it. Thank you for putting in a true comment and drowning out Sarah's nonsense here. Ready, but since you're not going to contribute to any spider love, Sarah,
I'm just the voice of reason.
The voice of reason. Moving. So real quick, since Sarah
the best story ever.
Yeah, since Sarah wants to be the voice of reason, I guess I'm just full of nonsense. But guys, let us know what you guys thought about the whole about the trailer. Keep sharing with me your conspiracy theories, and let's keep talking about that. So real quick, guys, if you don't know, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. To do a little callback to Scar. Shall never be king. I saw the movie in Encanto. It's coming out in theaters, I believe, next week, the week of Thanksgiving, maybe on the 29th or so. And I got to see it yesterday. I took the kids out, since from the makers of Moana, Frozen, and whatnot. And I gave my quick thoughts on it on TikTok. But I wanted to just give you my little 2-minute little why you should see this movie. I believe that Encanto, just like Coco, is one of those movies that'll sneak up on you. It's like if you're on the fence of just being awesome, get off the fence and be awesome and watch this movie. I said earlier that this movie was like the epitome of a magical Disney movie. It had everything. I mean, and I feel like it had a callback to a lot of the Disney classics, from Lion King to The Jungle Book to Frozen to Toy Story. It had almost if there was a movie that was like give me the most campiest, Disney tropiest, and put every Disney element that you can think of and throw it into a movie and make this the most magical thing you've ever saw in your life, throw it into this movie. That's what this movie did. But they did it in a smart, fun, and sophisticated and entertaining, exciting way, all while showing in my opinion, respect. And I'm not speaking for the community because I'm not in the Latin community. But I felt I'm gonna have to ask my Latin friends. I felt like they were doing it in a very respectful way. So the jury's out. I got to ask my friends after they see it what they thought about it. But I felt like I learned a lot. I felt like this was an endearing movie. It reminded me of, and this is going to sound weird, but it reminds me of that joke that we always talk about with the Fast and Furious, how we always talk about it's all about the family. That's what this movie did. It stays focused on family. And if you know anything about my crazy family, or if you have one of your own, you know that families, they come in shapes and sizes. They have you have that uncle that might be that might not always get invited to every cookout because you never know what he's going to do. You have that one family member that you feel like might be always thinks they're always better than everybody or perfect. Or maybe you have an insecure person. Maybe you have the big mama in the house who's always keeping the family together. And it's got it all. It's got every trope that you think of in your family, from the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that. How can I put this? It felt like a big giant, like a cookout. Like I felt like I was going to a family reunion. It had this sense of community. It had it all in there, and I had a good time. I was smiling from ear to ear the whole time. My kids were enjoying it, and I guess that's all I can say without spoiling it. Very magical, very beautiful. The animation was some of the best I've ever seen. The only thing that I think I can criticize it on was that there was no let it go moment. Like the song, the music was good, but there was no, maybe for me, standout song. Like I felt like with Frozen, or I felt like with Moana. There was no, there was a song that was my favorite song, but there was no song that stood out like the way those soundtracks did. That's my only criticism of it. But other than that, go check it out. I think it's coming to theaters on the 29th of November. I'll write some more about it in the blog, but I just wanted to talk about that real quick. So moving on real quick, because we're running out of time because we started late. The third topic of the week, which is, did you hear about I don't think I sent it to you, but did you hear about what happened with Neil Patrick Harris on for his show with Netflix? Did you hear about that at all?
I did, actually. I sent you an article about it.
Yes, that's right. It came from you. Would you mind while I set it up? Could you remind us of what happened with that?
Sure. So there's a Netflix show with Neil Patrick Harris. It's a comedy. And so what they're doing with it, it's called Uncoupled. Mm-hmm. And they're doing some major rewrites in it because the actress, Ada Maris, reviewed the script, and she didn't like what she saw, short and sweet. She felt like it was a negative experience, kind of displaying Hispanic women in a more of a like racial a stereotype.
Yeah,
it was racially stereotyping. So her character was, I believe, am
I not mistaken that they had her like a housekeeper? Like a stereotypical,
she had the house, like this, that, like if you were watching an 80s movie and you had the stereotype of the Hispanic housekeeper, mm-hmm. That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah, and that's just, yeah.
And I believe they wanted to rewrite that character. Or I don't know if it's going to cause. Did they say anything about a delay? When was this show supposed to come out?
So I don't know.
Because I'm going to have to do some more research on it.
I hadn't heard about this show until I found this article.
Right.
So what it was, this actress is a 64-year-old woman. Mm-hmm. The character that she was set to play was the housekeeper. The housekeeper was going to speak in very broken English.
Wow.
You know, kind of things like that, and just, and it was just, it was just that really bad. She's a foreign Hispanic woman, housekeeper stereotype.
Yeah.
And so they're going to rewrite the script, and I have no idea when it's going to come out, and I have no idea how long it's going to be delayed. But technically, like right now, they're filming.
Yes.
In New York, and so hopefully they'll get it figured out. Obviously, very quickly since they're filming
and when I put this out on social media and everything, when we segmentize this video and stuff, I already know what some of you guys are probably gonna start saying and stuff. Well, why if there are actual people that are like no, that like don't even go there. It's not about whether or not a person like this exists or not. It's about the fact that you can't constantly portray people in as one thing or whatnot. I don't care if from my experience, I don't care that a black guy was on the news for committing a crime. Don't make every show that you do about that guy that committed a crime. That isn't representation of every Hispanic person or every black person or every white person and stuff like that. Like stop being so one-dimensional.
These historically written stereotypes. So, in sitcoms, like you can look at 20 years ago, from now to 20 years ago, there's all these Hispanic older women mm-hmm. that have broken English that are the housekeepers. Like you can look at all of these different shows, and it's like that, and it's racist and it's degrading, and and it's just not fair, and it shouldn't be, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%. No, I agree. And I think I had real quick. I think I had a statement. If you don't mind, real fast. Sure. From I think it was from Variety. It said earlier this year, veteran actor. You're right. Ada Maris was sent to the show script and asked to read for a Latina housekeeper character named Carmen, and she was shocked. Ada, who is Mexican-American, says the role was well over the line and offensive, especially during the time when nuanced characters and authentic portrayals of Latinx communities are much more prevalent. In the script, Carmen is characterized as nearly Historically.
Hysterical.
I always think about history. My hysterically on the phone and speaks in broken English with lines like "Mister, I just got here and they stole, they robbed you." Oh wow! When I opened it and saw that it wasn't even funny, it was hurtful and degrading. I was shocked because I walked in expecting something very different, given the way things are nowadays and the progress we've made. Ada told a variety. So I wanted to just get that read because I knew I had something up about it, but I didn't want to blow by it and not show that. So guys, share your thoughts. Let us know what you guys think about that topic, and if we'll keep talking about it in the comment section. Just like I said, share your thoughts on it. But to me, it's that's a good for them moment. Good for her for standing up for herself, and I'm glad that it got taken care of. Real fast, the next topic. Maybe this one might be something that you might be super, super excited about. I'm gonna guess real quick. Did you hear anything about this whole Britney Spears getting?
She's free. She's free. Thank God she's free.
Is no longer free. Britney is Britney's free bitch. Let me put this up real quick. What are your thoughts on this whole thing? Well, no. Let me get your thoughts real quick, and I'll say something else.
About damn time. What else is there to say? Here's a woman. What is she? 39. She's slightly older than me, and she has not been in control of her body, her money. She couldn't get married if she wanted to. She couldn't have kids if she wanted to. She was being forced to take medication by her family. Her family, regardless of her current health. Her current mental health. Let's say there is a world in which she's mentally unstable, but why would they need to be in control of her money like that? Why is it something where her estate is paying for condos and houses for her family?
Right.
And she's not even getting to have those choices. They're just taking her money. They're using it as an excuse for years and years and years to steal money from her. So why wouldn't she be pissed? And why wouldn't we celebrate the fact that she's finally out of this? It's inconceivable that she was even in this.
Inconceivable. I love it when
she was young.
Yeah.
She's not incompetent. She's not, a vegetable in the hospital. There's nothing wrong with her to where she couldn't make her own decisions. She could work. She could perform. She could do full choreography for all the shows that she did. She had full design. She could design her shows. She could set them up however she needed to. But she can't. She's not confident enough to decide whether she wants to go and buy Burger King or not. What is that? And
I believe at one point it was they forced birth control on her, things like that. They controlled everything.
She had an IUD put inside of her body, which is a medical procedure. She also had to take all of these antipsychotic drugs every day, so her mood was stabilized. So she was so doped up, she couldn't feel pissed off about everybody stealing her money.
Exactly.
She got her sister a house during this time. Not she didn't, but the estate did. What is that?
Well, that was all rigged just to benefit the rest of the family that wasn't as successful as her. But real quick, I have something written here from, I believe it was from the Hollywood Reporter on it, but I wanted to stop real quick. I think you guys saw it, but this topic is brought to you by another sponsor, TikToker. She's been on the show a couple of times, from Amanda Just Vibing. So go to TikTok or on Instagram, go check out Amanda Just Vibin. That's VIBIN. So you can see our friend of the channel do everything that she can to victimize and brutalize Marvel. She has a bit on her channel where she terrorizes a character, the Marvel MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, every time they do something that pisses her off. It's pretty funny, but she does more than that. She's a movie critic. She's an actor, an entertainer. I feel like she can do it all. She's very funny. She's like a comedian. It's a one-stop shop. There's some TikTok accounts like mine where you just watch boring, bland videos, but hers is super duper entertaining, and she's starting to get a lot of buzz. A lot of studios are inviting her to shows and events. So we're giving her a little shout out and acknowledging the work that she's putting in there. So go check out Amanda Just Vibing on TikTok and on Instagram. Show her some support to let her know that you found her through talking through the medias, and then maybe she'll stop terrorizing Marvel. Let's put out a petition to get her to be nicer to Marvel, because it's ridiculous. But real quick, also I want to throw this out there. Continue on what you were talking about earlier. So it says Britney Spears is free, just like you said. A Los Angeles judge on Friday ended the conservatorship that has controlled the pop singer's life and money for nearly 14 years. The decision capped a stunning odyssey that saw Spears publicly demand the end of the conservatorship, hire her own attorney, have her father removed from power, and finally win the freedom to make her own medical, financial, and personal decisions for the first time since 2008. So,
can you imagine that?
Damn near slavery. Yeah, it's crazy, and it's usually people for elderly people who are not capable of making their own
incompetent. They have severe Alzheimer's to where they can't function in society, or literally they are brain dead, stuff like that. So it's just nutso that for 14 years.
That's been the case. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Nuts.
I'm glad that she's let out of it. I'm sure a lot of people are. I'm sure that, now for that guy who went viral for leave Britney alone, he's jumping for joy out there. So,
but could you imagine? All it took was her to have some latitude to hire a competent attorney.
Yeah.
As soon as she did that, how long did it take?
It didn't take long. It actually, to me, it took longer than it should have. But it still went fast. In comparison to that 14 years, you're damn right. Yeah.
And she had a different attorney that ultimately, no matter what she decided with that attorney, that attorney had to go back to the conservatorship with that decision for them to approve it.
That was the part where I thought she was going to get screwed over. I thought that was going to get rigged against her, but luckily she found her way out of on the other side of it. And now that she's free, it's kind of interesting. I like this picture right here. You're noticing that now that she's free from the conservatorship, look how she's giving me the eye. What are you looking at, Brittany? How you doing? Huh?
She's looking right past you. She's looking right past you.
Yeah, well, that makes more sense. Well, guys, let us know what you guys think.
She looks amazing.
Let us know what you guys think about that. And let's move on to the last topic of the week, and that it's a interesting one. I know that, and also once again brought to you, still sponsored by our friend of the show, Amanda Just Vibing. I remembered Amanda. I remember Amanda Just Vibing. The story of Marvel's new animated series called Hit Monkey is out. It is on Hulu. I have not watched it, not yet, but I will. A monkey who is an assassin. Let me look this up again real quick. Hit Monkey, a vengeful Japanese snow monkey, and the ghost of an American assassin cut down Tokyo's underworld. Come on. Just by reading that quick little synopsis right there.
He's a wronged snow monkey.
Yes.
Yes. And he's mentored by the ghost of the American assassin.
So,
but here's the thing. George Takei is in this. Show me something George Takei is in and ask me if I'm going to watch it. What am I going to say? I'm going to say yes.
You're more excited about this than Spider-Man. And I agree.
This is an assassin monkey. I don't think... Are you hearing those words? This is an assassin monkey with a ghost best friend.
You know what?
That sounds awesome.
You had me at George Takei. Jason Sudeikis as Bryce. Olivia Munn, who's also been freed from Aaron Rodgers.
Different type of conservatorship.
Right? And George Takei. That cast alone makes me... I am going to start watching this right after this show. But I just wanted to talk about it real quick because It's a assassin monkey.
It's a monkey.
It's a snow monkey.
Assassin monkey with a ghost best friend.
That reminds me of that movie, American Werewolf in London. Didn't he have a ghost best friend?
Yeah, technically, because he killed him.
He killed him. He was haunted by because he was cursed with a werewolf. He could see ghosts. Yeah, I gotta watch that movie again. I want to watch Hit Monkey first. Are you gonna watch this, or have you already started?
Heck, I'm gonna watch this.
You're gonna watch it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna get Hulu back. I recently got rid of my Hulu. I'm gonna have to get Hulu back to watch this.
Okay. Do you want my password? I can let you borrow it. We'll talk about it later.
That's technically a crime, sir.
I ain't afraid of Disney. I'm sorry, Disney. I didn't mean what.
We're very scared.
All right.
Revere you.
All right, this pirating this Hulu TV is brought to you by Amanda. No, I'm just joking. No, that's how rumors get started. Now she's really gonna hit me for that one. But guys, thank you. I'm gonna cut it now. That's the end of the show. I gotta cut it fast. I don't know if you could hear in the background. I got company here. I started late. That was my bad. I wanted to again keep this a tight 30-minute show. Again, it turned into an hour because that's just what happens.
We have too much fun.
It's because the universe conspires against me.
No, it's okay. You can admit that you have fun talking with me. It's fine. That's okay.
Watch more Spider-Man and Venom movies, and we'll
go Braves.
What's on my calendar after this? Because I let her do it two times, but the second she does it the third time, that's when I'm offended as a Houstonian. I don't want to talk to her anymore. Yeah. She's that's it. That's what I'm going to be dealing with for the next 300.
You thought like everybody else that they had no chance, and then this year I was cheering for them.
You were the biggest Brave denier when they were in the further in the. I'm not even going to bring this up again.
I said they're going to do what they're going to do. It's fine. I'm cheer for them anyway.
A nice, safe, blanketed statement. Yeah, a little from column A, a little from column B. You
didn't know I'm going to grow up and be a politician. I mean, come on. Practicing now.
You know what? I'm going to be dealing with this for the next 300 days until to the next World Series when Houston and Atlanta, Georgia is not even in the World Series. So we'll
But George Takei, he's doing something again. I'm going to watch it.
George Takei never stops.
I know.
How about that?
I love him.
Brought to you by the people who bring to you the Night Monkey. I see. I'm not lying. I'm talking about that's the Spider-Man character, Night Monkey. I'm bringing back Night Monkey from Far From Home.
That is not a good one.
Night Monkey? I think Night Monkey and Hit Monkey need to do a show together. I think that would be great.
Don't do that to me.
Well, guys, if you want to find Sarah Katherine the Red when she's not at home watching Spider-Man movies or things like that.
Or cheering on the Braves.
Sarah, where can they find you online?
I'm mostly on Instagram, Sarah Katherine the Red. There's my ding-a-ling right there. And
I'm going to make that into a video, a GIF. There's my ding-a-ling right there. I'm putting that on Instagram.
There it is.
There it is right there. Wow. Yeah. How's it hanging, Sarah? Okay. All right.
Hey, little to the left.
That's what hey, you know what? That's funny. That is funny. That is exactly what I always say whenever anybody asks me that. This show just went into a whole different direction. Let me just say that right now. Guys, if you want to find me again.
And George Takei can't fix it.
Right. Well, maybe you could. You can find me, Chris W. Fagan, on Instagram, on all the social medias, actually. Or you can hit me up on T3 Medias on all the social medias as well. Send your questions, your comments, your concern. Send your love. Send your don't send your hate because you'll get blocked. But just if you have
send your regrets for the Astros.
And we are out of time. I want to thank my anonymous co-host for helping me out once again with this show, but maybe she won't be back next week. Maybe. I don't know. Something's off. This doesn't seem fun anymore. It just stopped being fun. I don't know what happened. That's what they're going to say. I'm like, hey, Chris, what happened to that redhead? I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know.
I'm crying.
Obviously. You know what? Why do I still have the cameras on? Why am I still streaming? Why am I still going through this? I don't know why. But I guess that's what happens. Glutton for punishment. Glutton for punishment. Okay, let's go back to camera one. Let's go back to camera one. Let me close this damn show. Guys, I appreciate you. Once again, check us out on the podcast. Check us out on the blog. Coming soon to Roku. I want to thank the sponsors. Go check out the Keeg Show on YouTube and all of this where you can find them. There was a lot of stuff there. Check out Amanda Just Vibin'. If you're going through the Atlanta, Georgia area, why? Why?
Because they're the world champions.
Does anyone hear something? I don't hear anything.
The champions of the World Series, the Braves.
There she is. She just can't stop, guys.
Hello.
All right.
World champions.
And that's the show.
Come on. Calm down.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check out our Patreon page so you can help us bring you the content you want.
Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal. Yo. Turned up on another level. Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal.